global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Right now Wike is getting water from PDP and all the allies of Fubara, as all strong card-carrying member and chieftains of PDP are rallying round to ensure that his wings are clipped in the party. Right now the PDP members have decided to rally round, and here is what they have decided to do as the NWC reject the nomination of Wike's lawyers as legal advisor. See what he wrote, see what they wrote, and see their rejection and how they rallied round against Wike. Before we go to the newspaper, please subscribe to our channel. Members of the National Working Committee NWC of the People's Democratic Party PDP have rejected the appointment of Dr. J.Y. Musa as the party's legal representative at the Appeal and Supreme Court. About 11 out of 17 members of the party executives made known their rejection in a petition, and the petition dated January 21st, 2025, and acknowledged by the registries of the Appeal and Supreme Court. The dissenting NWC members asked the court to disregard Dr. Musa's appointment. They argued that the appointment was unauthorized and violated the PDP's constitution. According to them, Article 42 of the party's constitution gives only the national legal advisor the authority to appoint external legal counsel, not the national chairman. This disagreement is tied to the ongoing legal battle involving Senator Samuel Nnaemeka Anyanwu, who was removed as the PDP National Secretary by a court ruling, and Enugu High Court had earlier sacked Anyanwu, a decision that was later upheld by the Court of Appeal on December 20th, 2024. Following the decisions, the matter has been brought before the Supreme Court by Anyanwu, who has refused to relinquish the position. Meanwhile, the NWC members believe the appointment of Dr. Musa, allegedly a close ally of Nyesom Wike, the Minister of FCT, is inappropriate and compromises the party's integrity. In a letter addressed to the court, the acting national chairman, Emir Damagum, Ambassador Damagum, had instructed Musa to represent the party in the appeal at the Supreme Court. This is what Damagum wrote to him using the letter-headed paper of PDP. He said, as at on Friday, December 20, 2024, Dr. J.Y. Musa's son and co., and he gave the address Gariki Abuja. He said, letter of instruction to represent the People's Democratic Party, Wike Damagum, and others at the Supreme Court in appeal number CA/E/23/2024, Senator Samuel N. Anyanwu versus Anyanwu Emmanuel and 3 others. He now said that right on behalf of the People's Democratic Party as the acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, for myself, Wike Damagum, representing the National Executive and Working Committee of PDP and others as defendants, sued as defendants in appeal number CAE/E/23/2024, Senator Samuel N. Anyanwu versus Anyanwu Emmanuel and 3 others, currently filed at the Supreme Court. I hereby instruct you to represent and defend us in the appeal under reference at the Supreme Court. Wherefore, you need further information. I request that you contact me personally. Thank you, sir. Yours faithfully, Wike Damagum, acting national chairman PDP. And hear what PDP wrote in reply. On hearing this, of course, PDP decided to respond very swiftly with a letter on the 21st day, January 2025. Of course, it was received by the Supreme Court of Nigeria on the 24th day of January 2025. Now, this is to Chief Registrar, Supreme Court of Nigeria. The Chief Registrar, Supreme Court of Nigeria, at 3 Arms Zone, Abuja. Dear sir, the letter of instruction to represent the People's Democratic Party, Wike Damagum, and others. He said the above subject matters refers. Our attention has been drawn to the letter of instruction signed by the acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, purportedly on behalf of the party, the National Working Committee, NWC, and the National Executive Committee, NEC, appointing Dr. J.Y. Musa, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN, to represent the party at all others at the Supreme Court in appeal and emanating from appeal number CA/E/23/2024, Senator Samuel N. Anyanwu versus Emmanuel and others. We respectfully urge the Supreme Court and everyone concerned to disregard the said letter. The National Working Committee, NWC, did not authorize the acting national chairman to issue the letter under reference for the party, the National Working Committee, or the National Executive Committee. For the avoidance of doubt, the responsibility of appointing external solicitors to handle cases on behalf of the party is that of the National Legal Advisor, pursuant to Article 42 of the party's constitution, and not that of any other NWC members. The party had reiterated this position in a public notice issued sometime in 2022, copy of which is hereby attached. We therefore urge the Supreme Court to disregard the representation of Dr. J.Y. Musa or any other person appointed by the acting national chairman on behalf of the party in any appeal or application emanating from the appeal under reference. And this is signed by the likes of Deputy National Chairman South, National Legal Advisor, National Treasurer, National Deputy Secretary, National Publicity Secretary, National Financial Secretary, National Women Leader, National Auditor, National Vice Chairman, and National Vice Chairman Northeast, National Vice Chairman Southeast, and Senator National Vice Chairman Northwest, all of which making about 11. This is getting interesting. My colleague is in the house. In all of that is said, you understand what the drama that is playing at. What's your take?
Well, from what we are seeing right now, it's very glaring that PDP is undergoing so much, and this level of fighting in the House may likely destroy the unity that is needed for them to come out victorious come 2027. Don't forget that Wike is one man who cannot call off any fight except he wins, and Damagum himself here too is doing everything to ensure that he controls the party the way he should. But unfortunately, as much as it's not in sync with the provision of the constitution of PDP, there's no way he can stand. And that's why the other group also are rallying around to make sure that they frustrate every move by them. I think the intention here is to usurp the office of the National Legal Advisor, considering the fact that he's not ready to be part of their team, he's doing everything to see how he can sideline him. He had tried doing that to the publicity secretary of the National Publicity Secretary, and that's the same thing he wants to do with virtually everybody. He wants to put them under his grip so that whatever he detects, that's exactly what they'll do. But I think that everyone has come to self-realization. National Working Committee, greater number of them have decided to come to self-realization, not to allow him do that. I think that's the reason why he wants to still stay on board till December 2025. The intent of these guys are very glaring. From all indication, the speculations we've been hearing is actually true. The first person who started talking about this, of them, being PDP in the daytime and APC in the night, was Honorable Kenga, the House of Representative member representing the Atono South constituency in Imo State. He had been the person who unveiled this, and every day we are seeing this thing play out. We are hopeful that the Supreme Court will align with the position of this 11 member of the National Working Committee, because I think they form a quarter, and I think they should be the people that they should be the ones whose later will be honored. And I would say a huge shame to what is going on in the party, because unfortunately the invisible hand is now visible. Why don't you guys control all of this? It's really burdensome.
Which means a time will come we came and decide to change the BOT on himself by himself. He can decide to say, okay, Fubara will no longer be the acting chairman. It's now be a case of whoever does not sit with me, I can just unanimously nominate. It becomes a personalized organization and no longer a party that runs on constitution. I think at this rate, PDP should come together and really follow the constitution, regardless of whose ox is being God. Yeah, exactly. Now, even if it doesn't go in their favor, because tomorrow, if they don't squash this thing now, it will come against them one after the other, together, to come together and do the needful. But if you say because the person now is your person, it's your pali, a time will come in future, in the nearest future maybe, when that person no longer goes going to be your pally. You
pally,
now begin to scream and shout foul, and then people will say, but when it was our turn. So the constitutions were created for days like this to be able to control excesses of any individual who want to sit down and have fun. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up. Let's meet it up.